Buenos Aires, Argentina. I have finally left the USA and I have arrived in Argentina. We are experiencing summer, sunny, hot weather. I just left New York and it was like 20 degrees the day that I left, and I arrived to summer. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited to share like this journey with you guys. So if you are new here, please subscribe. I would love to have you around. We are going to do some very fun things in today's vlog because we're going to explore the city. I'm very excited. I'm excited to get out into the city, eat some good food, walk through some really nice neighborhoods, and just have fun. Today is literally one of those perfect days in the city. Like the temperature is perfect, it's not too hot, there's a little breeze, so quiet around here. Like it's just one of those days where like you know you're gonna have a good day. So I'm happy that we're having this type of day. We're at a cafe, it's called Padre, and I had the perfect summer lunch, which is a salad. This salad was so good. These prices here are a little bit expensive. Like my salad was 25,000 pesos, which I got a Caesar salad, which is around like $20. I feel like in Buenos Aires, the average price for a Caesar salad is like 16,000 pesos, maybe more like $12, but it was delicious. Got an iced flat white, and I've been leaning more towards flat whites recently compared to like lattes and coffee, and I'm really enjoying it. And Michael got a roast beef sandwich with pickles on it, so we had a really diverse array of food for lunch. And when I am ordering food in Buenos Aires, obviously I'm always speaking in Spanish, but as you guys know, I have an accent, and like I'm not trying to actively erase my accent, it's just part of who I am. But I speak in Spanish obviously, but it's very obvious to like the waiters and people around us that we are foreigners and that English is probably our first language. And this hasn't happened to me in like a really long time, but the waiter like came to us and she was like talking, she was nice, but she just kept talking to us in English. I can't like switch a language. When I'm in Buenos Aires, like anytime I'm out in public speaking with like anyone who's a native Spanish speaker, I'm speaking in Spanish. So like she was speaking in English and like we were responding in Spanish. Obviously we're here and we want to practice and stuff. That hasn't happened to us in like a really long time. We're here to like not just like live our life, but also to like embrace the culture and to learn the language. So it doesn't even like pop into my mind that I should be responding to anyone here in English, and like my default reaction was just to keep responding in Spanish. So I don't know like if anyone who is a foreigner is traveling to Buenos Aires, like if someone speaks to you in English or like whatever your first language is, and if like you're trying to practice Spanish, what do? Do you respond in your native language, or do you just like try to respond in Spanish?
When they're talking to me in English, I always try to just keep responding in Spanish, but it just gets to a point where they're like, all right, like, we get it, you know how to order in Spanish. I always try to just keep talking in Spanish, but it is what it is. My sandwich was so good. It was pulled beef and it had pickles. Pickles are so rare here.
One of the things that I think are very popular with the Buenos Aires balconies that I really do not think are that popular in the world is the amount of plants on people's balconies. I was walking through my neighborhood this morning and I was just like, wow, so many people just have their balconies decorated from like left to right, top to bottom with plants. And I think in the US it's popular to have like maybe a few small plants in the house, or like maybe like one bigger plant in your house. How they decorate their balconies here with plants is not that common, so it adds like more greenery to the city, which you guys know that we love. And someone left a comment on one of my videos when we were in New York talking about like the city of New York didn't have trees, and I think it just looked like that because it was winter and all of the leaves were dead or fallen off of the trees. So there are trees in New York City, but in the winter, because it's so cold, obviously the leaves just fall off. It's not like that here. The coldest it gets here is really like 45-ish degrees, which is awesome, and it doesn't snow in Buenos Aires, so that's another plus. Insert Michael talking about the trees and how much he loves the trees, part 1000.
Hold on. Look at the trees. Now flip the camera. Wow. Talk about Verde, huh?
Also, I feel like you might be curious as to like how my transition is from leaving the US and moving here to Argentina. And honestly, the first like 2 days were really hard. It could have been a mix of me like being jet lagged, and it was a really long travel day, and just like a mix of like all of that. And I jumped right back into work like the next day, so it was a lot. I feel like I didn't really have time to process it, and like the weather wasn't great, so I felt like kind of trapped inside a little bit. But now I'm feeling better. I'm not feeling as homesick or as much of missing my family because I had so much good family time before I left the US. And I'm feeling okay, especially with days like today where like I can get out and like have fun in the city and do fun things and like get outside my house. It's summer, but like the heat and the humidity here and the sun intensity really does make it hard to go outside. I'm feeling better, but the beginning was not easy. And I feel like for most people, the beginning is kind of more easy because you're going to a new country and like you're experiencing all these things, and like you have so many big things going on and you're experiencing so many new things that like the homesickness or like the reality of like leaving your family behind or like leaving your culture or leaving like what you're most familiar with doesn't hit you immediately. But like for me, it was the most immediate thing. But we're doing better, so I'm happy about that. Michael, how is it for you leaving the US and coming to Argentina?
Felt good coming back. Felt really good to be back. I missed my city the second I left. I was homesick for Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be back. Obviously, I had a fun time at home and got to spend a lot of time with my family who I haven't seen in over 2 years. So it's a physical place that I missed.
Are going to try to see if we can go to El Malva. And if you've been on my channel since like the beginning of its existence, you will know that when I first went to El Malva, I pronounced it as La Malva, and I was roasted publicly. So we are going to go to El Malva and see if they have a public restroom that we can use for free. So let's check it out. In New York City, it's a big problem trying to find a public restroom, which is actually something that they're actively trying to change now, which is a great thing. Our last vlog, we stopped at a cafe, like a Puerto Rican cafe, and the only reason we stopped at that cafe in New York was because we needed to use the bathroom, and we had to pay, and Michael had to buy a $7 empanada to use the bathroom. Or you can like get a coffee or a tea or something, but we only stopped in there to use the bathroom. Here in Buenos Aires, it's easier to find a bathroom publicly. So let's see if El Malva will let us. For our first big out day in Buenos Aires, we walked 10,445 steps. And I did all of this walking in my new pair of sandals that I got for Christmas before I left New York. The last video that I did was a full video dedicated to like what I packed for this big international move. So if you're also doing a move abroad, or if you're coming to Argentina and you just want some ideas of like what to pack or what to bring, check out my last video. And had a long day out, as you can see by my step count. We stopped at Carrefour before we came home, and I wanted to do a little haul of what we got and talk about the prices a little. First thing that we got were these little mini baguettes that I think are new in Carrefour. They are like a cheese flavored, and anything that's cheese flavored I'm willing to try. So this was 1,000 pesos, maybe like 75-ish cents. And then I got 2 yogurts. These were buy one get one 50% off. So this was like 2 for 4,000 pesos, which is maybe like 2 for $2.50. I got this bag of like basically cornflakes. It's like a corn type cereal. And I use this for my toppings on my yogurt. One thing about me is that I always need to have a sweet treat in the house. So I did pick up some Oreos. This was a pack of Oreos for about 2,000 pesos, which is like a little over $1. And yes, I know this is like a US product. However, please cut me some slack because I've been eating alfajores since I've arrived, and I just haven't been able to show them on the vlog because I've been eating them and I literally have not had the chance. So I have got my Argentine sweet treat fix-in, but just as a backup, I got some Oreos. This big thing of agua con gas, which is like bubbly water, kind of like seltzer, for literally $1. It was 1,500 pesos. And our pets, Max and Polka, need to eat too, so we got them some food. We're doing a deal on cat food, so I think these were 2 for 4,500 pesos. And this was a bag of dog food for 6,500 pesos, just a little over $4. In total, this costed us almost 23,000 pesos, which might be around like $15, and it's not bad, especially because we got cat and dog food. And with that being said, let's say hi to Polka. While we were in New York, and we used a local like pet care company here, and it's the same pet company that watched Max while we went to Iguazu. If you haven't watched that vlog, I'll leave it right here. But we were really happy with their care with Max, and because of that we felt really comfortable leaving the country, literally going to the other side of the world because they were that good. So we felt very comfortable with them. So someone came here for Polka every single day. She spent 90 minutes with Polka daily. And then for Max, we sent Max to the pet carer's house, and he went on 3 walks a day, and we just like packed all of his food and gave it to her, and packed like some toys in his bed. And honestly, we didn't have one single problem. And then we came back and it was so nice to be reunited with them. I got like some questions, which I understand because I didn't address this on the channel. I could see how it was like vaguely interpreted, but I feel like some people were like, are you leaving your pets in Argentina and never coming back to them? To bring them across the world just for like 2 weeks is a lot on them. It's a change to their routine, flying in the flight for that long, going to the vet and getting like the SENASA paperwork. It's a lot on them specifically, although it would just be easier for us. On them, it is a lot. So finding good pet sitters to watch them during that time was the best decision. Right, Polka?
Good morning, everyone. It's currently 6:30 in the morning and I'm going on my morning walk. I work out 5 days a week. 4 of those days I go to the gym, and one of those days I just go on a nice long walk in the morning. So this is that day, and I love waking up before the city because it's so peaceful and it just starts my day off perfectly and it puts me in such a great mood. So we're going on a little walk together, and recently in Buenos Aires it's been so hot, and I normally do like 2 workouts a day. I'll go to the gym or do something in the morning like walking, and then I'll go on another walk in the afternoon. But I really haven't been able to go on my afternoon walk because it's been like 95 plus degree weather and it's just not possible. Like you go outside and you're already like suffocating because it's so hot and it's so humid. And I didn't mention this, but yesterday we actually lost power for the very first time. It was only a little power outage. It only lasted like 20 minutes. I was like, we were going to go through the summer without getting a single power outage, and we got one, and I was like, oh no, what if this is going to last a long time? And it only lasted like 20 minutes, so we were back to our normal routine shortly after that. And I know it's like new year, new me, new resolutions and things like that. Like this year I'm really trying to listen to my body more and like prioritize like myself more, and that's why like these walks and getting outside throughout the day in the morning, starting my day off with movement helps me out so much. And I made a YouTube short talking about this, but I'm also trying to be very active on Instagram and TikTok, so if you don't follow me there, please do so. Recently with social media, I've been feeling a little bit unmotivated. It's not about the numbers. That really doesn't matter to me. I try to remember that this is like for fun and for funsies, and it's something that I really enjoy doing, but I've been really stagnant in my growth recently, so it's been a little bit unmotivating, but I'm trying to like implement something new to motivate me more. So that's why I'm trying to do like more short form content and like posting on Instagram or like posting more stories, because I'm just trying to bring in like some more fun to social media compared to just posting long form videos, which again, like this has turned into like a talking segment, but like with YouTube, like I want to be more consistent with you guys this year, posting as much as I can. So if you enjoy the content that I do, and if you want to support me, subscribe, give this video a like. Those are two simple things that you can do that supports me. But yeah, when we are done with our beautiful morning walk in Buenos Aires, we are gonna head back home. In Argentina, we typically don't have electrolyte packets, so there's no like liquid IV here, there's no Propel here. We have like Gatorade bottles that you can buy from the store, but like a name brand type electrolyte packet we do not have. So this summer I was really going through it. Like I felt dehydrated every single day because I'm trying to be outside, I'm trying to be active.
This?
No, not that. What do you have on your head?
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't even realize.
Basically, I have this now. It's not the best, but it's been helping a lot with my dehydration. And as you guys might already know, Argentina is #1 in many things. But you know what I saw? Argentina is #1 specifically in consuming eggs. Argentina is the #1 country in the world that consumes the most amount of eggs, which it makes sense. One, eggs here, since you guys told us, I didn't know this before, now like we've been doing this for a year, that you can buy like a maple, which is about like 30 eggs for like 7,000-ish pesos, maybe about $5. We now have maples at the house. Before, we used to buy like a carton of 6 eggs and we would be getting like ripped off, and then you guys told us to buy maple and we listened. And that was when the US was going through their egg crises, where a dozen of eggs was worth like $20 or something like that. It was something ridiculous, and we were just out here thriving.